Hello, international friends. Now comes the English translation of two texts. First, the third side of the bilingual Phoenician Etruscan text of the Golden Plates, and that's Phoenician, that's Etruscan. We've seen that. We go here now, and then the second text is a sarcophagus, the text on a sarcophagus. But let's get straight to that. As you see, we have transcribed these this way, and then you come. This nas is anna here. Why do you have this alpha? Because the previous word, if you see here, starts from alpha again, and then when you are missing something, you add an epsilon. This is very known. You should see the previous videos to get these rules. So, Anage Theo Ari, which is do libations or sacrifices to the god Theo, that's a dative form, Ari, Ares, the god of war. Here, as you see, you have vel e, it's broken here, so vel e, and this double iota, let me remind you that iota can also work as a diphthong. So veli inas thamoye klefa is will come to it. Veli, let her shoot arrows. Who? The goddess Inas. What is Inas? Even now we say Ini, the plough. It's any kind of pointy, of sharp metal object that goes inside the flesh, inside the soil or anything. So she was, let's say, the goddess of weapons, and she was a side god of Ares. Even nowadays we say Thamon, the one who is frequently somewhere. So that kleva, kleos, in modern Greek, is the glory. So that the glory stays around, so that we will not be defeated. Itan alle. Ita is the opposite of victory, defeat. Defeat, cast away the defeat. Ali, in Hoffman's lexicon, another lexicon, is a situation of, let's say, of escape, or even spiritual escape. So, cast away the defeat. Now we have some Phoenician, or anyways, strange names. So it is Mazan, Tir, Inias, Selase. And then we have something interesting. Mazan and Tir, well, these are the names of two men. Inias, this is the goddess of war. Selase, as we say even in Greek, is to make somebody bright, give somebody glory. So, O goddess of weapons, give glory to Mazan and Tir. Give the victory, let's say. Vakal, that's another name. Tmia ala. Temno, and you have this root tm in temno, even in classical Greek, he's cutting, he's sacrificing. Allah, here it means in front of people, in front of the people in public eye. So Vakal should make public sacrifices, let's say. Avile, that's a word again for the priest, you should see previous videos. Hva, O Kavirian, let's say, O Kavirian priest. You add this alpha for the reason that the previous word starts with, ends in an alpha, right? Αλλά αμογέ πόλωμη. So, in public and in sand, not the young horse. So it's probably about the prince, that you shouldn't give the prince difficult tasks that should be performed in public, because they will probably be humiliated as a whole family, as a whole royal family, in case that the prince does not perform well. So, and he gives that with a metaphor. Don't, let's say, put a young horse to sandy territory. Hva again, zi noia, that's an F, you see it here. And there is a problem here. As you see, hva, zn, you put an epsilon here, and then you continue. Ze, nuia, noia, F. This F might be a stop symbol, but we don't really believe it. We haven't seen it anywhere. But up to this point, what it says is that O Kavirian, Z, let her leave, or let her manifest, let something be manifested. What should be manifested? Noia, which is the spirit, or the wisdom. Let the wisdom be manifested, the wisdom of somebody whose name was eventually not written down because of disturbance, probably. We don't know. We can't know. This is as far as we can go. We have transcribed and translated everything that is in our hands, but now the text is missing. Now, we come to the sarcophagus. And it's this. And if you see, even in modern art, like the statue of Leonidas in Lamia, which just in Thermopylae actually, which features also a statue of a river, and you see that the rivers, the personification of river, wears clothes very similar to these, with so many wrinkles, because it's supposed to be the flow of water in a symbolic manner. So we have something interesting here too, and keep this in mind, you'll see why. That's a transcription. Remember that when you see M's in the scripture, in reality they're sigmas, they're S, that's a kind of S. And Etruscan, it has been manifested already by other researchers that the Etruscans had more S sounds than we Greeks, modern Greeks I mean, do, or than we in English have. So that's why you can see many different forms. Quite on the contrary, they don't have something similar to gamma. Now, Arnes, Arne, you see here, Arnes is a name of Arnes. That's a genitive form. Arni Theka. That the grave of Arnes. And now we have the obligation to explain something. It should be Arnu if it was, let's say, something closer to classical Greek. But Instead, the genitive form is exactly how it happened to be in modern Greek. In that era, it's relatively rare in other dialects, but it is here. It is a thing here, and you can see also in the grammars the genitive form of the name Anchises, which is not Anchisu always, but it has a form Anchisi, like here, like in modern Greek. So, the grave of Arnes, okay. Ais, kopos, kelosa, you see, kelucha. And then you come to another version of an S sound, and here something that works like kappa with a ceticism. The situation in which K sounds are turned into chi, let's say. Ais is Hades. There are many, you can also find it in this form in the Greek literature. There are many attempts to come to an etymology of the word Hades. We will not stand there. Many are of the opinion that it means the one who cannot be seen, because of course he's under the ground. Kopos, even now we say kupi, which is the row. I came by rowing. Kelosa is kelo. I go on dry land with a boat, by boat. I navigate and I eventually come to the dry land. So, me, myself, Hades, I came here rowing myself. Why? You know that Hades was aided by another deity, which was Charon. And Charon was, let's say, the boatman. Even now, we Greeks have this folk story that Charon will eventually get you in the other side by boat. But now this person was so important, he probably died in a very glorious manner, that Hades himself did him the honor to come with a boat and take him. And we should say that Arnes is also a name of a river close to Perugia, close, in a relative manner, close. But it's probably that people from that area would get a name according to the river, so that, I don't know, they have his protection or something like that. So, this is it. I would like to thank you. Oh, by the way, a last detail. If you see here, this is the spirit of the dead between two mythical creatures, two monsters. Okay? So, this is it. I would like to thank you, thank our kind photographer, Themis, and until next time, wish you all the best.